Okay, so we should probably... Well, actually, before we head on over to, well, wherever else in the world the game wants us to go, like halfway across the world, we have a dog we should bring back to the island, I guess. Because we just found a dog that, in the words of the game, was shipwrecked. Dog crashed mightily against the sandbank. There were no survivors except for the dog. I remember the dog quite clearly. I'm reminiscing about it as we speak. Why are you just saying right in front of the person that you supposedly spoke with? I spoke with this person. You're acting like she's not even here. Weird is one word for that. Snorkel, oh boy. Okay. The dog has a collar. Do they not have any, like, contact information on a tag or anything? It's a thing you should do with your dogs. Okay. There's just a kennel here now. And potentially there might even be a dog somewhere. Dog just over by the fire. Woof. I heard. Thank you. I appreciate the subtitles. Can you see anything? What? Okay. Just island apparition. It's like reverse Mirage. Is that a thing? Is there some kind of phenomenon where people think they see land when they're at sea and they don't? I feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't have a name for it. What? Wait, is this just the private reef or something? Okay, I thought I was just gonna, like, interact with you. There we go. Okay. I expected a higher level of interactivity, to be perfectly honest, but okay. Oh, the game's giving us more stuff to do over here. I guess I can acknowledge that for a second. I could, in theory, buy some stuff. I'm not in the like consumerist mindset when I'm playing this, because the first game never had stuff to buy. So I don't think to myself, oh hey, I should use my money to get this thing. One of these days, man. One of these days. One day I will take a shower. That day will not be today, I guess. Oh yeah, plot. Eh, eventually. Keep giving me stuff to do on this island. Well, in this local area, I mean to say. Give me money. Haha. Okay. I don't know if I'll spend the whole day diving. I may or may not, you know, like emptying my whole tank. But I am curious what that supposed island is. You gonna do the Titanic scene with the dog here or something? Just the mental image I get. I mean, sure, I'm not gonna say no, although there's no penalty to me not doing it, clearly. Yes. Okay, I haven't seen anything that looks like it needs treatment, though. How am I supposed to know that it needs treatment? Hopefully this won't get in the way of me doing other stuff. Oh, why can't I dive over there? Why aren't there any dive spots on the east side? So if I understood correctly, it said something along the lines of cake whatever being on the west, right? As in, like, we should go east of there, which is basically where the... Not exactly. I guess the private reef's a little bit more south than that, isn't it? It'd be weird for the private reef to be predicated on finding a dog somewhere as well. It takes a really long time for that map to disappear once you dismiss it. It's very strange. Oh, we're playing cabbage music now. Look at all these zoom spots, jeez. Look at you. Pistol shrimp. Can I make them come out like this? Okay, well I supposedly managed to unlock trivia. Don't really know how, since they didn't seem to actually grab the food or anything. But okay. Or did I seem to actually toss it into the hole? Okay. Anchor. Well, someone messed up. These fish are very interested. Someone lost a very expensive anchor here today. Well, some other day, probably not today. Anyways, so Cake is northwest section. So that's Donut Reef. Was Cake a bit more? Actually, hold on. Where was Cake precisely? Was Cake a bit more to the west of Donut? I thought I found Cake and then found Donut right after. So was this Cake, perhaps? Looks like a little bit of a landmark, if not a very exciting one. Just gobies. I feel like this was the place that we called Cake, roughly. And then this here is not Cake, clearly. Because this is Donut. See, that's Donut. We have prompted the music. I guess it's just going to play until something makes it stop. It is kind of weird how this game handles music. It's the same way as its predecessor, I think, but... Aha. Actually, the clownfish and the blue tang are right next to each other. Oh, it's a very short song, actually. The song just ends. But... this is Cake. I'm a little tempted to review precisely what I was told, actually. Was it said to be west of Cake, or that Cake was the west to the west of it? Also not entirely clear which part is considered to be Cake. I don't really know why this is called Cake Rock, which is one thing that makes me a little uncertain as to what part of Cake Rock is really precisely Cake Rock. Like, it doesn't feel like there's much to see here. I don't think it was this thing. It's just a rock. Yeah, give me a second. I'll just review precisely what they said so I don't do anything silly and waste a bunch of time. Okay. And it's awesome just having footage of everything that you've done. So it says you can see the place from the west of Cake Rock. That's precisely what the game says. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely clear on what constitutes Cake Rock. Let me just go a bit further west here. But it doesn't really say much more about how you would investigate it, to be perfectly honest. Making a bit more distance. Oh, you're here. You just want us to do the whole... It could be that the game just wants us to do our little mission, and I've kind of messed this up. There's a Rast right here. Hi. Presumably shouldn't just shoot you. I also find the way that they get kind of tethered by stuff kind of weird. Because there's probably plenty of distance from Cake Rock, wherever Cake Rock is. Is Cake Rock specifically that spire? Would make sense. I don't know any other landmark I can name here that might get called Cake Rock. Okay. The small island is somewhere around here? I don't really follow. Is it just like a turtle or something? Was the navel this area up here? And the game really isn't giving you much help in terms of like marking areas on maps or not. You just have to learn what's what, more or less. Which again, I'm kind of cool with. Is this the navel? Apparently not. I know I've been to the navel though. So I shouldn't have to enter a new area to see it. Is this... No, this is just... This isn't the thing we're looking for. There you go, that's not what I needed. It's not much of an island in my opinion, it's more just a rock, but... Not that you can't be both, I guess, but... Cool, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. I presumably found the navel by just going down here a little bit. I'm going to hang a little bit west just to fill in more of the map. on this spot here just a little bit. Okay. It's not Spring Garden that is the navel. Oh, hello. Singular. How do you get named Singular? And nothing felt uniquely naval-y about any area that I was in. And this place is a bit deeper. It's kind of a depression, so calling it a navel would make some amount of sense. But the game doesn't seem to do that, because this is just the Spring Garden. Anybody crossed the navel as I was heading over to Deep Hole? And in the worst case, I can try to look at footage I've already recorded. Buffer. Alright. I do like how this game kind of makes you take your time, the way its predecessor does. Like, you can't really rush stuff that much. Which of course is frustrating when I think, oh man, I haven't done much this episode and so on. But in the end, it's actually a fairly pleasant experience. Having said that, I still want to figure out what the heck the navel is. Instead of just scanning everything, I think I will see if I can review footage and see where this was, just because otherwise I'm going to be running through the same stuff again. That will be kind of boring. Okay, so apparently it's just north of here. Just based on footage where the game said, this is the place. It does bug me a bit how there are things that really, there are regions that really aren't at all identifiable from the map, even though it is still nice to get to memorize these things a little bit and so on. The legendary one, I mean, I already found a random turtle here, is that... I feel like that one looks pretty familiar, actually. Well, I've gotten plenty of money as it is. Turtle Hero. Oh, no, I hadn't seen this one. Cacao. Oh, it's a special leatherback. Interesting. So is this actually based on a real legend or something? I cannot quite tell. That's cool. Okay. See how much we can go. Probably not much. I'm curious how much we can complete of the remaining bits of the map, but as we've seen, your tank actually depletes very quickly, so at least it does right now. So I have a feeling that we won't be able to complete this. Although my diver rank did increase, which supposedly increases how much air I get, I think, if I remember correctly. Which the game phrases as, you can stay underwater longer, but the time limit is your water. Your water. I keep saying water. Your air, so... I think you get the weird idea that how much air you get put in your tank is a function of how experienced a diver you are, which is very strange. Is there any zoom spot on the boat? Apparently not. None of you guys are acting weird, as far as I can tell. Oh, you're a different race. Alright. Chill out. I know what I'm doing. Hello. I like how you hear me resubmerge to get back on the boat. Alright. So still haven't managed to find any of those supposedly help-needing creatures. But we did find another creature who most definitely did not need our help. That's at least as important. And we filled out most of the map. So we can try to complete the rest of that sometime soon. Okay, we might finish this up by seeing if there's anything to do at 9 Ball Island. I may see if there's anything I feel like buying, since I will have a decent amount of cash at this point. And dog is just here. Is that the one place you can find the dog? Like, did I just happen to manage to find the dog in the one place in the world that they exist? Or are there other places where dog happens? You're just going to talk about story. You're also going to talk about story, but you'll also give me money. So it's a better trade-off. Not nearly as much, but... cool. But is there anything I would actually want to buy? I'm not clear yet on what things actually do or do not have a functional effect. I'm not clear on whether anything has a functional effect, really, actually, to be perfectly honest. Is this all purely cosmetic? And the wetsuit, I think so. It says somehow easy in some way, but I don't know if it actually has anything to do with anything. Or that's not going to affect anything. I don't know if some fins might help you go faster or something. And of course, the default tank is the Japanese tank in this Japanese game. Okay. Well, I was already doing that, chill out. Okay. I mean, I was already picking him up, it's not that big of a deal. I doubt I'm going to find all of them, but I'm not going to look at every single zoom spot in the entire game, most likely. I don't know if I do need anything new, to be honest. Is there anything to appraise? Nope. So I can buy slightly different looking things. Like how these ones... like the name implies it might make you go slightly faster, especially with the fact... such as it costs more than the others? The fact they cost virtually nothing compared to how much money I'm getting also probably implies they don't actually do anything useful. Like, I'm never gonna see these. Made for working underwater. As in for like, yeah, for like performing labor underwater, I guess. Is what that's saying. But yeah, best I can tell, equipment doesn't do anything. Nothing seems to imply these would do anything other than the speed one maybe. Alright, so far I don't see any reason to actually buy anything. Oh, yeah? This is a video game, so collecting stuff is generally going to be good, but... no. I've been doing that to start with. Okay, anyways. It's like a dog from all the way from over here. Who's I? Is the narrator a character now? Oh yeah! I never changed the time of day, did I? It's kind of weird, because in the first game, time would pass when you did dives and whatnot. It hasn't happened here. I was going to just progress the plot now, but I am tempted to do one more dive here, just at night. Just to see the place at night. Yeah, we'll see what this is like next time.